Hey guys, Brent Millimeter USA here, and today's video is going to be an episode of Two Gun Tuesday featuring these two SIG Sauer P series pistols, specifically two P220s, both chambered in 45 ACP. Again, this is a SIG P220 Legion pistol. As you can see right here, this nice little challenge coin that came with it. And this right here is a standard style P220, but it is not a traditional, just regular P220. It's actually an extreme model. So it's an extreme model. And if you guys don't know about the extreme models, they feature some elite features, but not all of them. Like you can see, it doesn't have the enhanced beaver tail in the back like this Legion pistol has. It has that slightly enhanced beaver tail. Not as extreme as an elite model. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it comes out more at the end there. But anyway, all right, comparing these right off, let's start with the sights. These are the standard SIG Light night sights, 3-dot profile, good quality stuff, nice tritium vials on them. This is the sight picture that comes on a Legion pistol. You got the SIG X-ray sights. Again, blacked out style rear that has some serrations on it and your two tritium vials in the back. Again, square notch profile. And a highly visible green fluorescent paint outlined tritium front sight. Absolutely love the sight picture on this P220 Legion. It's just phenomenal. Alright, past that, what do we got going on here? Again, the P220 Legion ships with 3 8-round mags, so you get 3 of those SIG 8-round mags. They run about 50 bucks a pop. The standard 220s ship with 2 of them, if I remember right. And this P220 Extreme is not wearing the standard set of grips that would come on the Extreme model. These are actually a pair of Crimson Trace laser grips. So when you grip this, you turn the laser on via this little switch down here. You'll see the pressure pads right here. And there's one on each side right here, and on the other side we got our red laser. So that's pretty cool. Nice rubber grips. They feel pretty ergonomic in hand, not bad at all. And the laser just shoots out right here on the side. So that's where that is. And it's covering up your standard style serrations in the front right there. So there's some serrations underneath the rubber grip in the front that are horizontal lines. Versus on the 220 Legion model, you've actually got checkering on the front strap. And underneath the trigger guard, it also features X5 undercut right here. So you can get deeper and higher or higher grip on the pistol while handling it. You can see that right there when comparing them side by side. Talking about this area right here of the undercut. And you also have some checkering on the underneath the trigger guard area right here, so it really locks in your support hand. For me, I'm a lefty, so it locks in my right hand right there at the top, my index finger, really nice. You've also got checkering on front of that trigger guard. Versus a traditional 220 model, you just got horizontal lines on that front of that trigger guard. You've also got some checkering on the front strap of the 220 Legion versus, again, horizontal lines on the traditional style P220. Both pistols feature a 3-slot Picatinny rail. You also have front cocking serrations in the elite style pattern. So again, both pistols are empty here. And again, easy to do press checks, or if you wanted to, you could rack the pistol fully from the front if you chose to. Standard style SIG controls as far as a P-series pistol on the 220 Extreme right here. Again, decock, you're back into double action right there. Comparing that to how the SIG controls look on a Legion pistol, you can see how they are minimized. And they did that to try to lower the footprint so that when you're shooting as a right-handed shooter, you're not holding down the slide release or hitting up against these controls. Some people actually don't like that feature. I don't mind it. I can still, even as a lefty, how I have activated the controls sometimes on a P-series pistol. When I want to decock, it's right there, of course, but if I want to release the slide, I can just do it right here with my index finger if I chose to. But normally, of course, overhand method, racking the slide. But again, some people have ran into issues holding down the slide lock right here if they shoot with that traditional thumbs forward grip. So that's why they changed it. And some people don't like that feature, and that is what it is, right? The SIG Extreme model does have the short reset trigger in it. So it's not a gray guns trigger like it is in the 220 Legion, but it is a short reset trigger. Let me show you that right now. So single action first, and then we'll show you the double. Not a whole lot of take up right here before you hit the wall. Out the wall now. Little creep and it broke. 4-pound trigger, I would say maybe 4.5 pounds. Here's the reset. Oof, money. Beautiful trigger. Beautiful single action trigger. SIG short reset trigger. Incredible. How's the double action on this? Heavy, a little heavier. Not as smooth as it is on the gray guns trigger. Let's try that now. On the old 220 Legion. By the way, this pistol does have a DPM guide rod assembly in it, in case you guys were wondering. Shout out to DPM. Much appreciate their support. I'll show you guys the double action here first on the 220 Legion. It's that enhanced polished trigger, and the Gray Guns trigger, it's just so smooth. How smooth it is and consistent on this. Here's the short reset of the Gray Guns trigger. Again, SRT style trigger, so smooth. Hit the wall almost immediately. Better trigger, not as much creep in it as in the standard extreme model right there. Boom. God, so good. And a little bit more positive too to the reset, I will say that. It's more springy and it just kicks you right back out to that trigger to take the next shot. Both pistols weigh 30.4 ounces. Not the lightest 45 ACP, but a good enough weight to soak up the recoil and serve 9 rounds of 45 if you have one in the chamber. Full mag of 8 plus 1. 8 is great. Again, if you put that DPM guide rod in a 220, it's just like you're cheating. It's amazing, the recoil and pulse out of these full-size SIG P-Series pistols. Again, you can see the difference in the beaver tail right there. This is a traditional P-Series up top, and then the slightly enhanced beaver tail right here on the Legion pistol. This is the Legion gray finish on this pistol. It is pretty good. It's held up really well. And then, of course, your barrel is that traditional SIG Nitron finish. And then this has the SIG Nitron finish all over it. Again, both pistols have aluminum alloy frames, but the stainless steel slide right there and the barrel have been coated in the SIG Nitron finish. I definitely like the trigger and how it feels better on the Legion pistol compared to your traditional SRT trigger right here in the Extreme model. It's just not as comfortable of a trigger pad in my opinion. It's a little bit wider of a trigger, and is it slightly a different angle? I have no idea, but anyway, the trigger shoe just feels better, more comfortable. So we already covered that the Extreme model here has the Crimson Trace laser grips. The 220 Legion ships stock with these beautiful G10 style grips. They have amazing checkering all over them and a SIG Legion medallion inlaid in the middle. Just the perfect grips. Again, really good profile to them, really good ergonomics, just locks the pistol in. I love this pistol, guys. It's one of my all-time favorites. 45 ACPs. It's up there with my Les Bears and Spardellas, etc. It's just quality. Really well made for a $1,500 pistol practically. Again, when you get into something like this, you don't really have to get into a 1911, you know what I mean? If you choose to go with this platform instead, or you can have both. I prefer both, of course, but if you only had to have one, this would not be a bad option. 220 has been around since the 1970s. It's a very proven design, and yeah, there's been some issues with the magazines and such over time, but SIG has done a pretty good job in bringing them up to par, almost to the quality of a 1911 mag from like Wilson or something like that. In my opinion, it's a pretty reliable platform. Obviously, probably not as reliable as a top-of-the-line 1911, but almost right there with it, truly. In my opinion, it's amazing. And SIG, they can put out a lemon. There's a lot of problems going on right now with the P320 and its trigger issues, and if you drop it, and also people are having trouble with apparently the P365 as well. It's pretty sad to see, but it is what it is, guys. You know, SIG can put together a good gun when they want to, and I hope that they get their shit figured out, as it were. All right, let's showcase the triggers real fast so you guys can actually see how they pull differently. We'll start with the 220 Legion from Double Action. 9 pounds, double action, smooth. Again, 9 pounds, wow. But 9 pounds, 9 pound double action, that's impressive. As single action, very smooth, let's see that. 4.9, I think I might have been a little heavy on that, let's try again. There you go, 4.5. And the standard Extreme model from SIG. Of the 220 from Double Action first. There we go. 10.9 and one more. There you go. So you're looking at high 10s, this Double Action of the standard 220 versus a 9 pound, 9.5 pound trigger and Double Action on the 220 Legion. How's the single action on the Extreme model? I think we're like 4, maybe 5 pounds. 5 pounds probably. There you go. £5 trigger and single action on the Extreme. Not bad at all. Pretty nice triggers on both of them, you guys. I'm a fan of the 220, no question. It is just a quality design, quality full-size combat pistol, as it were. I'd go anywhere with a 220, man. One of the best SIG Sauer pistols out there, the 220 pistol. And the Legion and double action, single action is the preferred way to go, in my opinion. So you have that double strike capability. If the round doesn't go off, you can pull the trigger again from double action and hopefully make it go off. It's just quality. And again, of course, the 220 was carried by Robert De Niro's character, Neil McCauley, in Heat, and that was just, perfection. One of the best movies out there, of course. If you guys read the sequel book, if you have not, make sure you pick it up. They're apparently making a sequel movie with some newer stars. That should be really, really, really good, because Michael Mann's coming back to direct. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video of me showcasing these two SIG Sauer P220s and 45 ACP again. Much appreciate you guys watching this episode of Two Gun Tuesday, and you guys stay safe out there, and remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.